Purse on my feet collections. Fill up my box like a coin slot, making sure my points drop. Ain't no bumping punk rock. I'm at the fun spot. You at the bus stop. Keep the trunk locked. Price of what the cost.
But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead the cold sores inside your mouth. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead the cold sores inside your mouth. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. Gon' lead the cold sores.
Coming right up for Houston, eliminated from the playoff hunt. All that's left is to play spoiler, to play for pride. Taking on those playoff teams and knocking them down a peg. The 9 and 10 seeds in the West, a make-or-break game with their seasons on the line. Hello and welcome everyone to our coverage of the NBA Play-In Tournament. Tonight, the 9th and 10th seeds from the Western Conference go head-to-head. One will continue on to the next game. The other will see their season end. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. So the Wolverines starting 5. They've got Franz Wagner. Howard is out there with Weber. And it's Rose. And it's Tomjanovich in at the 3. And for Houston, they've got Drexler. He's out there with Olajuwon. And it's Shed in at point. You look at Houston. Favored in this elimination game. Greg, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focus on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
Now, here is Weber. Back to Rose. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Tomjanovich. Good D by Olajuwon. Here's Shed. He's covered by Rose. Olajuwon. Here's Birdsong. Drexler left side. Shoots over Wagner. Shots good by Drexler. Drexler's got the game going with his first points of the game for Houston. Weber outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. That one goes in.
A truly selfless player. Weber loves to score, but he also wants to see the rest of his team get involved.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Now here's Rose. Following the miss by Hakeem, trains the three-pointer.
Well, look at Wagner stretching the floor. He's usually good for a couple of those a night.
Pass to Birdsong. There's the pick. Here's Shed. Wide open look. And it's Tomjanovich with the rebound.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Hayes. Last game he had 10 points. Olajuwon with a screen on Weber. Pass to Shed. Looking to end the run. Wolverines grab the miss.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Tomjanovich passes to Wagner. Right side Rose. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Houston trails by 7. To stand, you don't see a whole lot of players, 6'10", with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
No, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
Weber gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Birdsall. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. Here's Elijah. And it's Elijah with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now, here is Weber. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Now, here's Rose. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Wagner outside. Oh, good with the triple. For Houston, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. A three from Drexler hits the three-point bomb. Drexler's got 10.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Wolverines. They trail by 1. Wagner from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. Drexler scanning the floor. Driving inside. And it's Tom Janovich with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim. It came up empty.
Howard misses.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Drexler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Drexler. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Houston. And a change for the Wolverines. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Rose. Both free throws good from Drexler.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Crawford passes to Howard. With the floater, the shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Drexler. 12 points for him. Here's the teardrop. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Howard setting the pin for Crawford. Wagner on the wing. Shoots it. And that one's on target from the wing. Wagner's got 5 now.
Well, one of Wagner's greatest strengths is his confidence, which you especially see on these kind of shots.
Drexler passes to Grimes. Olajuwon guarded by Weber. Olajuwon left side. Yep, that one goes. And Houston leads by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Tomjanovich. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
On the wing, Drexler. Knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 6-point Houston lead.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
There's Crawford with the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be Hakeem Olajuwon shooting. That one on Weber. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Anderson, he's checked in for Hayes. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wolverines. 6-point game. Drexler with the steal. To Birdsong. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Drexler.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Now, here's Poole. 9 points last game out. And here is Howard. He's defended by Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rice. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Poole. After the miss from Clyde Drexler. Pass to Rice. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Picked by Olajuwon. Down low. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here is Poole. No scoring in this one. Here's Rice. Drexler defending. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The Wolverines making a switch here. "16 seconds left to play here in the first. Walker is screen on Poole. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. And Houston leads by 10. Clyde Drexler has been the guy making things happen for Houston. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to the second quarter of this exciting play-in game. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Jarvis Walker out there with Quentin Grimes. And there's Anderson. And it's Birdsong in at the 1. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Wagner's checked in for the Wolverines. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Crawford passes to Tomjanovich. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
The Wolverines shooting their first free throw of the Houston making a switch. Shedd's checked in. And a change for the Wolverines. Rose is checked in. Houston leading by 8. Here's Birdsong. Still yet to score. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Rose with some nice deep. Pass to Crawford. Here's Rice. He's guarded by Grimes. Rice passes to Wagner. 7-foot shot. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the block.
Anderson outside. Pass to Shed. And here's Walker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Birdsong. This game he had 10 points. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Birdsong. Back to Grimes. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Wolverines grab the miss. Tomjanovich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rice passes to Tomjanovich. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Shed. Walker the pass to Birdsong. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And Houston leads by 7.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. In for Jarris Walker. And a change for the Wolverines. Howard's checked in. Here's Tom Janovich. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Rice passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Anderson outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A shot off that time. Inside. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Crawford.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Anderson. Here's Shed. And here's Drexler outside. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Now here's Rose. Defense is right there. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shed gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shed's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Rose. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
What a strong take from Rose, just brushing off the D on his way up.
Pass to Shed. Full with the bounce pass. Here's Birdsong. He's covered by Rose. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. He doesn't hit that one. The Wolverines have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. There's Crawford with the 3. Birdsong cracks the miss. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Shed. Here's Grimes. Now Drexler. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Drexler's got 21 in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Back to Crawford. Crawford is screen on Drexler. Pass to Rose from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Grimes. Still without a basket. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Howard. Thing has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Tomjanovich. He's got 11. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Tomjanovich has got 11 points in the quarter. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. He's checked in for the Wolverine. Poole comes in for Jamal Crawford. Houston leading by 4. Outside, Olajuwon. Guarded by Poole. Pass to Drexler. Houston needs to get a shot. Another miss by Houston.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Front pass the arc. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Herrera. Some nice passing there by Houston. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Drexler inside. Guarded by Weber. Shots good by Drexler. Drexler's got 23 points.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Outside Rose. Back to Poole. Rice passes to Howard. Poole outside. Tries from 16. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Weber.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Pass to Herrera. Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Rose kicks to Howard. Back to Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Herrera. Still yet to score. And he throws in for the dunk.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now, here's Howard. 16 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Shed. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Howard. D right on him. Pass to Weber. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And guys, so think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Tomjanovich. He's got 13. Rose gets a wide open look. They grab their own miss. Weber outside. Wolverines again missing. To the inside. Here's Birdsall.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Houston leads by 5. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
On the court now with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for Houston.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. They're in control and looking to keep their season alive. What do they have to do to punch their ticket to the playoffs?
Don't get ahead of themselves thinking they've already won. They've got to stay focused at the task at hand.
When it's win or go home, no time for daydreaming and looking ahead.
Yeah, some tough love there for the play-in hopefuls. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Houston leading by 5. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Howard is out there with Weber, and it's Rose. Then there's Wagner, and it's Tomjanovich in at the small forward.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rose kicks to Wagner. Fades back. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Shot clock at 6. Shed, that's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's Wagner missing. Houston leading by 5. Drexler kicks to Olajuwon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Olajuwon's got 9.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Pass to Tomjanovich. And here's Weber. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one.
shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
And he's good on the second. Houston leading by 6. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Olajuwon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. And Olajuwon drops them both. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Wolverines. Wagner outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hayes. Out to the wing. Outside, Drexler. And he drives in. Wolverines grab the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Rose.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Here's Birdsong. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Rose looking around. Pass to Weber. Here's Tomjanovich. Wolverines working the ball around. There's Rose with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Birdsong. Pass to Shed. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Tomjanovich passes to Rose. Now, here is Weber. And here's Wagner. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Birdsong. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines. Here's Tomjanovich. Drexler defender. Tomjanovich passes to Weber. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the middle. And it's blocked.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Rose. Unable to get that one. Houston leading by 3. Here's Shed. 8 points for him. Pass to Birdsong. Outside, Elijah. Shoots over Weber. Another miss by Houston. The Wolverines have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Howard with it. Here's Tomjanovich. There's Wagner with the 3. Wolverines again missing. And for Houston, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Shed. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's Tomjanovich. 16 points for him. Rose kicks to Wagner. Outside Howard. No good that time. Weber gets the bucket.
Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Houston making a switch. Grimes is checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Wolverines. Now, here is Elijah. He's got 11. That's to Birdsong. To the inside. Here's Hayes on the money with the shot from the left block. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Wolverines. And here's Weber. He's got 7. No good there. Good D by Elijah. Birdsong passes to Drexler. Now here's Elijah. Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Wagner following the score by Houston. Crawford outside. They get it again. Weber, and Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
Outside, Elijah. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Crawford passes to Howard. Here's Tomjanovich. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got 11 rebounds in the game. 1:35 left to play in the third. And Drexler throws it down.
About the explosive vertical there. Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. switch here. Here's Crawford. He has 5. Inside. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you get in this position.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Doing it pretty well, close to 50%. Pass to Tomjanovich. The kick out to Poole. No good from outside. Houston leading by 5. Back to Grimes. Nailed from three-point land. Grimes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low. Here's Tomjanovich. Good D by Anderson. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Birdsong. And it's Houston with another.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Shots good by Rice.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And we're back. A lot on the line for this play-in game with 1 quarter left to go. We've got Jarris Walker. He's out there with Drexler. Anderson is out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Shed in the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
A wide open look for Drexler. Off target from outside.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Good on the shot.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Pass to Crawford. To the middle. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Rose. Rose has got 4 this quarter. And for Houston, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Anderson dishes to Walker. Drexler outside. He's off on that one. Good D by Hardaway. Rose with the ball. And Drexler picking him up. Crawford passes to Rose. Stolen by Drexler. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Shed. The basket good off the assist from Drexler.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Rice. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And he makes it look so easy. Rice's fluid shooting form really helps him on those long-range missiles.
Here's Drexler, and he converts the layup. Drexler's got 27 points.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Crawford kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. to take the lead. On its way from Rose for two. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Rice. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Hayes, he's checked in for Houston. The Wolverines also changing it up. Franz Wagner's checked in for Hardaway. And Poole subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And that one falls for Rice.
And when you think of Rice, his consistency comes to mind, as well as that dead-eye shooting form.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now.
Let's see who's the loudest.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now Hayes. Here's Shed. Off target with his three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
From deep, Rose bangs home the trifecta. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Hayes. Over Rice. Another miss by Houston. The Wolverines have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Rose passes to Poole. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Anderson against Howard. Anderson passes to Grimes. Good defense by Poole. The Wolverines leading by 5. The Wolverines working the ball around. Here's Rice. And the Wolverines another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Grimes with it, and they get it. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Poole. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Houston, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And finished off by Anderson.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. making substitutions here. Houston on D. Wagner from long range. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Drexler. Wolverines grab the miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Weber outside. Over Hayes. Wolverines again missing. Here's Shed. To Elijah. The rebound by Chris Weber. Weber's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Rose penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter. Houston trails by 8. Here's Birdsong. And here's Drexler outside. Another shot. And it's Elijah missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
There's Rose with the 3. Kept alive.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances. Moving the ball for the highest percentage level.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wolverines.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And that one misses. The Wolverines leading by 6.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
3 shots. 5.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wolverines, Jalen Rose, taking 3 shots.
Three shots. 3 shots.
Free throw drops for Rose. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Fires the 3. It's off.
And they continue to control the glass.
And they double up Wagner. From deep. Buries the deep ball.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The shot is off.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Now here's Rose. Here he goes. Oh, the floater is good.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Houston trails by 14. Drexler inside. No good again that time. Being an outstanding 53% for the game. Weber inside. Working on Hayes. No good. And for Houston, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Good!
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Tom Janovich. Let's lose a three. Drained from outside.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wolverines.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
Well, this 10th-seeded team was able to dig deep and looks like they have found a way to the second game of this play-in tournament.
Yeah, I mean, great win for them. Now they need to ride this momentum through the next game to secure that final playoff berth.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Rose.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Second team foul. At the line for Houston, Elvin Hayes. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that wrist back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
A three-pointer. Good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
That's it, a big-time win for them here, folks. And they'll celebrate tonight, but this is just the first step for them to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, but all journeys start with one step. They've got the biggest game of their season next. But tonight, they have every right in the world to feel good about themselves.
All right, Greg, that'll do it for this one. You gotta love how it's really ramped up the anticipation for the playoff journey ahead. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Baby, boss like a player, talk like a player, walk like a player, baby, that's a player. Baby, boss like a player, talk like a player.